by the US deportation? First question. Second question, Honorable Minister listed about the deportations. In the past, all these deportations the Minister referred to, were they undertaken in passenger aircrafts or in military aircrafts? Third, as per the unstarred question on 28/7/2022 on Rajya Sabha, is it not a fact that the Minister had said that any violation of immigration laws is brought to our notice, our missions, post abroad and seek consular access? In this case, were our missions alerted? Were the details provided to our mission? And the fourth question, sir, International Human Rights Convention, India is a signatory to UN Human Rights Treaties. Is it a fact that it emphasizes humane treatment in deportation cases? And the fifth question, sir, the lack of data. As a member of the External Affairs Standing Committee, we have been agitated over the lack of data with regard to the Indians abroad. And the sixth point, sir, illegal agents. Will the government do something to ensure that illegal agencies are busted? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister, if you would like to respond.
Sir.
Honorable members, please bear with me. No. All right, Honorable Minister. No. One second. Professor Ram Gopal Yadav, unfortunately there was no input from your side and therefore I thought...
Sir.
No, that has been covered. Professor sir.
Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister.
To be in the same boat today.
Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that this deportation which has been carried out, whether you had any talk with the concerned authorities there regarding that, and secondly, the people who have been deported, and earlier also, whether they own any property there, and if they have their property there, what arrangements you are doing to bring that back, because in my knowledge they have their property, and the people who are being deported, you should try to find out that how many of them own some property there and whether they will be allowed to take back that.
1 minute.
Only one point I am raising, sir. As all our members raised, I am also concerned how they treated...
Sir, one point, make the point.
Sending our Indian people. First point, sir, I want to raise. Whether, sir, Trump has come over the President of India now, our Indian origin, Lady Kamala Harris fought against her. She lost. I am fearing she is also Indian, also especially Tamil origin lady. So many Tamil people and Indian people are residing in America. Whether any revenge is going to take place in the way to treat our Indian people.
Thank you.
No, this is a serious matter.
You raised the point.
Because our candidate Harris
You raised the point. You raised a good point. Okay.
Therefore, I want to know whether such kind of...
Shri Santosh Kumar P. Shri Santosh Kumar
I have two clarifications. Number one, Trump will be in power for the coming 4 years. So how many more deportation we are expecting in the coming years? Number one. Number two, there are many households in the US.
One second, please.
There are many households in US where family members have different legal status. Some of them may be legal, some of them may be undocumented or migrants like that. So do we have any clear-cut data on this family? How many families are like this in US?
Thank you.
And what about the students of US?
Thank you. Shri Sanjay Raut, briefly, 1 minute.
Sir, we understand that Donald Trump is a friend of our Prime Minister, but our Prime Minister is going to make a visit to US, and his tour has been fixed, and before his tour, the way people of our country, they have been deported, I wanted to know from the Honorable Minister that about 18,000 people they are sending back. Whether Modi ji, when he will be there in US, whether he will have any positive engagement about these 18,000 people with Trump administration.
Just one query. Sir, is it true that the US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to cancel student visas for non-citizens participating in protests related to the Israel-Palestine conflict? Is this true that the United States of America, who calls themselves the sole custodian of human rights and democracy, is doing this for protesting? What is India's stand on this?
Thank you. Honorable Minister. No, please. Honorable Minister. No,
Thank you, sir.
I have given one party. No, sorry. Please. No. Honorable Minister.
Sir, a number of
No. Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
Only Honorable Minister. Please go
a
ahead.
number of members raised issues which you pointed out were repetitive. So I will answer issue by issue.
Okay.
In some cases, it will reply to multiple members.
Okay.
So the first issue which was raised by Sir Mr. Surjewala, he said, do you know that 104 people were brought back yesterday? Of course we know. We were the people who verified the nationality. We were the people who gave the aircraft clearance for the flight to know. So yes, I know 104 people came back in 2014. I also know that 5 to 7 times that number came back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let us not make out as though this is something which is a new issue. This is an issue which was happening earlier. Second issue, sir. Many people ask me, where did we have consular access to these 104 or others who are in detention? In many cases, sir, consular access, embassy would like to have consular access to any Indian national. But that national has to request consular access. In many cases, they have not requested, so we were not aware. But in every case, we have obtained passport details, we have checked the verification, we have ensured that they are Indians, and we have had contacts to ensure that that is the case. Then, sir, there is the next issue. After their return, are we making an effort, which Honorable Member Tirchi Siva asked? Are we making an effort? Yes. In fact, that is why the authorities have been given instructions, and I would urge Honorable Member Sanjay Singh not to misrepresent that instruction. They have been given instruction to sit with every one of the returnees, find out how did they go to America, who was the agent, how did this illegal industry happen, how can we take precautions so that this does not continue. We have been very, very, I would say, sir, sympathetic and solicitous to the predicament of people going. So I do not want the House or the public to have a wrong understanding of how they were received. They have come through a very difficult experience. They were misled by agents. I will come to the action issue after this, sir. Then the question, sir, I think one member raised saying, the numbers went up after 2016. Sir, I was very, very bureaucratically correct. I took a single source.
Sir, what is meant by bureaucratically correct?
Sir, which means I followed a bureaucratic database to ensure that I gave before the House a very, very similar, comparable number from the same database.
So, sir, as a healthy practice, let everyone follow the bureaucratic practice.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now, sir, what I do want to say, actually, if one looks at the Homeland Security data, sir, the Homeland Security, the American Homeland Security Department has a report about aliens removed by criminal status and country of nationality. For India, actually that number is 860.
I allowed indulgence. No, what is this? You are not listening to the Honorable Minister. No, I am so sorry. Please. Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
I'll be careful next time.
Sir,
I'll be careful next time. Take your seat,
So the
Honorable Minister.
Homeland Security Department data actually shows prior to 2014, the numbers, their numbers, American numbers were actually close to 1,000. The numbers I have given, sir, as can be seen in the statement, are from the Bureau of Immigration. In many cases, possibly because if they were not issued emergency certificates, they may have been treated differently. Maybe they went to some other country. So I would say we should look at this in a overall manner rather than try to make clever points about which year was a little higher than which year. Then, sir, the issue came about military aircraft being sent. Now, some other members also raised, have military aircraft been sent before? The procedure, sir, is we have looked at deportations for the last 15 years. It is up to the authority of the Immigration Customs Authority to charter an aircraft. It could be a military aircraft, but whichever aircraft comes in, it is under the authority of the ICE. The procedure, whether it was a military aircraft, whether it was a chartered aircraft, was exactly the same. Then the issue came up, sir, was there advance notice given? The
Only what the minister says goes on record. Please go ahead.
Advance notice was given. The advance notice was given and there was consular access done. We had checked all the procedures. Then, sir, the issue was raised, do they have property? We are not aware that they have property, but if they have anything, we will be responsive to that. We do not, sir, have data on illegal immigrants, and the issue about student visas being cancelled does not apply to immigrants. Thank you, sir.
Shri, well, all we can say about the statement of the Honorable Minister is, he has been very comprehensive and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab, 5 minutes, not present. Shri Ramji, Sanjeev, Acha, you are there? I missed you. Shri Sanjeev Arora will resume to make his address for next 3 minutes.
Sir,
3 minutes.
when my point was interrupted, I was at out-of-pocket expense, which I have already taken care of, and I have mentioned quite a bit that we are on a higher side as far as out-of-pocket expenses are concerned in our country. Now, sir, coming next on AIMS, there have been 23 new AIMS hospitals, but there is a shortage of faculty of 40%, almost 40% in these AIMS, and also non-faculty positions are around 30% less in AIMS. So my request is that if the budget is increased, we can afford to pay them more and get this, get more professors, faculty and non-faculty positions for our hospitals. Sir, now coming to regulations on private hospitals. Sir, private hospitals charge arbitrarily across states for one reason, that there is no control over the charges being charged by them. Consumables and diagnostic tests overpriced due to lack of price standardization. Also, it is observed that even after setting ceiling prices in some cases like stunts, knee replacements, the hospital charges are increased, so it comes to same. I'll give you an example, sir. I have bills. One is from a corporate hospital and one is from open market. From the open market, the same thing is available for 64 rupees, whereas the same is available in institutional hospital for more than 300 rupees. Because, sir, once you are admitted, you are a IPD patient. Now they may charge anything. There is no one to control. अब आप ये तो कह नहीं सकते कि मैं gloves.
And you cannot say that I will bring gloves from outside. You cannot say that I'll go outside for investigation. So the hospital will do that. And but there must be some control and
Some control regarding this. And sir, next ESI. Sir, at presently under ESI 21,000 rupees who get are covered, and this has been going for long. So my request to government, through you to government, is to increase this limit so that more and more workers are covered under ESI and they can get affordable health treatment. And now, sir, coming to professionals, we were just discussing medical education and our students going abroad. Sir, we have 109,000 UG seats in India, the undergraduate MBBS seats, whereas PG we have only 70,000, which means that after UG, most of the doctors who finish MBBS, they are going abroad, because hardly you see these days MBBS doctors. Any doctor who is practicing has MD on them. So this brain drain somehow needs to be stopped, and we are already in shortage even in AIMS hospital, where government can afford to pay doctors more, which I have brought up before. And also, sir, there needs to be a stricter law on unethical practices. Now let me give you an example, sir. The cesarean cases, WHO has recommended that it should be 15%, no more than 15% on an average cesarean cases should be there. In our country, in some states, it's more than 50%, sir. So unethical practices should be stopped and commercial motives should be. And also, there needs to be some health insurance norms where GST point has already been brought, needs to be taken out of health insurance, because even compared to other countries, the percentage of people insured in our country are very minimal. Now, sir, before I end I would like to call upon the government to take the following steps: increase healthcare expenditure at least to 2.5% of GDP, if not 5%, which has been recommended by State Bank of India recently. Regulate private healthcare pricing, revise ESI wage ceilings, strengthen AIMS faculty and public health infrastructure, expand insurance coverage for vulnerable population and currently uninsured missing middle class. Stop unethical medical practices. Thank you.
Thank you, Mani Sanjeev ji. Mani Sri Abdul Wahab ji.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I rise to oppose this motion of thanks. There is a general sentiment here and abroad. This parliamentary democracy is getting diluted. And not just like before, I am here since 2004. It was not gradually, but now it is very in the high-speed mode. Our functions are in parliament. An opposition delights is the democracy denied. That is the caption now, especially in India. It is nowadays hearing. I raise my serious concern and protest on behalf of my party the way the government has formed joint parliamentary committee. They have not included me. It is one problem. Nobody from my party. But now I think it was better decision by the government. I am not there because whoever went all over India, nothing. All the opposition members, whatever they mentioned, it is in the waste basket. Nothing is considered. Only our chairman decided only for the members, those who are from the ruling party. They made some suggestions and
No comment on Honorable Chairman as per rules.
Excuse me? Yeah, this part of that. How many things are discussed here? You are also here. So, and again, our foreign minister is here, so that it's a very rare chance to get me. Next month or whenever June, the PM is going to America. February itself. Next, within one night, he is not listening. But anyway, I request our foreign minister just to give some, not instructions, some suggestions to PM to raise this issue what was here 1 hour before, 15 minutes before. There are so many other illegal immigrants there in, not only in America, but different places. They will, even in UAE, I feel, I am feared that they will also start using their, what you call helicopters or whatever it is. Even though it is only 3 minutes, there are 3 this one. And one thing I have to remind on the government is the Worship Act 1991. It is totally, it is not at all, it's a verdict from the Supreme Court. But the local courts, you see, judicial overriding on this act, Varanasi lower court in Gyanvapi Masjid and Allahabad court in Sambal Mosque is highly condemnable and questions the integrity of our judiciary. The recent claim and controversy over the Ajmer Dargah, which has a history of 600 plus years, should be called out loud and should be strictly punished. I urge the government, the judiciary to strengthen this act. And lot of other things are also happening nowadays, especially in budget Kerala. Totally ignored. I can only hear one voice from our chairman's state Bihar. No single one word about Kerala. Forget about Kerala. What about Wayanad? The Prime Minister came there and assured the rehabilitation and all. So far in the budget or otherwise, nothing is granted. It is a grave concern for us. Our government, Kerala government, they are also suppressing the Keralites, and you also start suppressing the government. What we will do? They are not giving enough facilities. They are taken money from wherever, and the money what they got in exchequer is not spending. They are finding so many excuses. 700 crore project is there, but state government also, central government also, they are not coming to the Wayanad issue. Maybe because if it is Wayanad is Priyanka Gandhi's constituency, I don't know. This is happening in Kerala and in center. I urge the government, not looking to the Kerala government, please allow some more money for the rehabilitation of the Wayanad or whatever we call that land perhaps. Thank you very much, sir. And I wish that this time you are not interfering in my speech. Thank you very much.
I never interfere. I only remind after
No.
completing your time.
You will start
Please.
from 4 minutes.
Please. No.
Okay.
Never.
No, okay, thank you.
माननीय श्री बाबूराम निषाद, माननीय बाबू नॉट प्रेजेंट, माननीय श्री अमरपाल मौर्य, माननीय अमरपाल मौर्य।
धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on the address of the Honorable President. I am grateful to you for the same. Sir, the Honorable President, in her address, had talked about people who are standing at the last in this country, and she said that the development is meaningful only when the last person in the row gets benefited by the government schemes. And the same sentiment was expressed by Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji in the concept of Antyodaya, and our government, Honorable Prime Minister's government, is fully resolved to implement it. When a person belonging to a poor family gets the opportunity to live in a dignified manner, they get a feeling of pride and self-respect. And the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji took a resolve in 2014 when he became the Prime Minister, and he started working on the schemes for the welfare of the poor people, and the Honorable President has highlighted the same in her address. I am a son of a poor farmer, and I have seen poverty from close quarters. I have not only seen it, but I have lived it. And when people belonging to the political field started implementing the welfare schemes for the poor people, they were ridiculed. Sir, when there was roof over the house of only one person,
and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all issues raised. Shri Abdul Wahab and responded to all